Hello and welcome to Critical Error Plays D&D. I'm the Dungeon Master Ryan.
Oh, I'm Molly. I played Drusilla the Necromancer.
You always start where you coming at, girl. I'm Jay, and I'm Marcia.
Well, usually Jack was the one that went first.
Oh shit.
I went.
Well,
Yeah. No, I never went first.
well, Mika always went first.
Are you just saying that on purpose to piss him off?
Probably.
That's it.
You're devilish, I like it. Proceed.
Alright, so Molly, would you like to recap what happened last time?
Well, the rest of our party is dead, except for me and Laffy Taffy.
Don't call me that, motherfucker.
So, I think that's really all that I can remember, because it's been a while.
Alright, Jossie, you were paying attention last time.
I was too.
We went underneath into what it was basically the underworld of this particular
Okay, yeah, I do remember that. I wasn't sure if something happened in between.
No, we went back here, and I put you guys into your, what would I call it? Into your beds, because you guys got really hurt, and I was the only one who was A-okay, so I made you food, and gave you some Sprite, and gave you some, medicine kisses before leaving you.
I don't think Priscilla got hurt.
Newt did, seriously, and I think you were just not wanting to,
I
risk
can't
it.
feel. I have no feeling stuff.
No, but we were resting, is what we were doing.
Yeah.
Because, most of either it was just Newt or you just slightly. You both got hurt, and I was good. I was good as fuck.
You Gucci?
It's because of our awesome new items that we got from the castle.
Yeah, those things are pretty dope.
Yeah, like mine, Slippers with a Dancer, I get advantage on athletic checks.
Yeah, well, my class, Thrall's class, I'm able to deflect damage onto my thralls.
So, and we talked to the kings of the past.
Yeah, they were unhelpful.
And I was not able to fuck them. I mean, we got chased out at the end. Blew a kiss, and that was it. Sad.
Little kids.
I know, right? Thank you. So did he. So, and that brings us back to here. I mean, most of the information that he gave us is I don't fucking know. Oh, it's just, something that's common, that everyone around here knows. Big fucking deal. Not really anywhere to point us in a new direction, so.
Not helpful.
Oh no. But I know that you guys stole from a fucking princess.
What? When?
Oh, that's the crown jewel around Newt's wrist. That thing from the woman?
Oh, yeah.
You're pretty much a princess.
Newt's gone.
Newt is still with you guys currently.
Yeah, this is before we get into that.
But you do notice Newt's rash is starting to get worse again.
His rash?
Yes, he was allergic.
Oh my god, that's right, he had a rash!
Yeah, he's allergic to this place.
Is it because he was a changeling?
That's what the healer presumed.
Okay. Well, yeah. His rash probably got worse, and then he died of gonorrhea. Yeah, you win!
Newt turns to you. You know I'm still here, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Wait, was that in character?
That is in character.
Okay, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. My apologies.
I said Newt says.
Okay,
Yes.
you can find Drusilla's voice.
So, can we get out of here? I'm starting to get pretty itchy.
Are you going to scratch your arm off?
I didn't hear what you said.
Are you going to scratch your arm off? Because that's what it looks like.
Not if we leave.
Get those people are.
Oh, there we go. You found it, girl.
I found it.
Well, where should we go?
Anywhere there but here?
Well, yeah, where would that be? What would be a good place?
I don't know. I don't remember. What the guy said to us. Jay, help me out. I don't know.
I forgot some of the details too. You have to realize I've been doing classes.
Yeah, I've been doing some shit, you know.
Hey, God.
Yes?
God, help us, please.
What is your problem?
We're full of losers that don't remember anything.
Yeah. God, where do we go?
So, to recap what you all forgot, while speaking with the kings, you learned that the crown jewel may be able to be used to locate survivors from the royal court.
Oh, that's right. Okay, but we don't know how to use it, right?
You have not figured out how to use it yet.
Alright, well, Nick, you're gonna have to fiddle with that thing to see how it works and operates, and that will be your job.
Okay.
Why do I feel like this is something Jack would say?
Because I'm trying to imitate Jack, it's not hard.
Oh God, that's brutal. In the meantime, why don't you, our captain, my captain, find us a new island, probably station where we can get new equipment and items and information.
Hmm.
We shall have it to the. Which direction?
You guys haven't figured that out yet.
I guess you
Go
have
ahead, eastward.
You guys were heading east when you stumbled across this island.
We shall head south.
Alright, that sounds good to me. I mean, we have a lot of food here.
Fuck, I forgot to make the roll back. Alright, you are heading south.
Take us. Jesus, take the wheel.
Take it from my hands!
How dare you? How dare you make the name of Carrie Underwood?
The way I just did. Besides, I thought Sugarland did that.
No. Listen, my family was a real big fan of Carrie Underwood, my dude.
We just like some of her songs.
My family is a big fan of country.
I'm sorry, this is the direction I want to take with Loftria, because I realize that I don't need to work on that.
Anyway, right? You guys have left the odd place you were in, this tomb world, and you are now sailing south. You notice that even though you've left, Newt is still scratching his arm.
Okay, you're really going to have to stop before you scratch your arm off and then it becomes a zombie. And then you still is going to have fun with it.
I can't help it, I just keep itching.
I would like to clarify that Priscilla did in fact vocalize wink wonk.
Fluffy said, wink wonk. Wink wonk.
Wink wonk.
Um,
Wild winking.
So did you learn anything about the bracelet?
I'm still working on it.
We'll work faster. Don't be
Um,
lazy, asshole.
Give me a perception check, Loftria. You're the one talking to Newt?
I just want him to like pass out on the ground dead.
Oh my god.
Is that the cause?
A little.
Alright.
Okay.
So, Loftria, you notice a couple of things.
Alright.
You notice that this time, that instead of just his entire body, the rash seems to be coming up from his arm. Specifically, it seems to be emanating from the bracelet.
Did you ever think about taking it off for a little while?
I've tried, I just can't get it off for some reason. It's stuck there.
It's stuck to you?
Yeah, we tried taking it off before, but it didn't work.
Yes, it is very problematic, but unfortunately, we shall have to cope with the situation. Why have I turned into Boris?
I know! Where did your voice go?
I don't know, but dude, I'll tell you when I find it.
So, say la vie and just deal with it, I guess. I mean, we would have to find a healer to see what the cause of all of this. And she gestures like up and down to the arm.
Mm-hmm.
I think we will need more than a healer to deal with all of that, but yes, a healer would be immediately helpful.
Mm.
You joke about his personality.
You guys are sailing south.
About his personality.
It's
Alright,
Further south. What's going on south?
It is getting to be night. Are you guys going to set up a watch order or just sleep through it? And are you going to continue moving during the night?
I mean,
I think because of how Newt's arm is, we should continue at night, but someone should stay up and watch.
that makes sense. Not it.
I can stay up. I can see at night.
Alright. Thank you for volunteering.
If it's too much for you, just knock at my door and tell me to get up. Don't come in my door, because I take things differently that way. It's a long story. So just have fun, get on.
Knock
Okay.
on my door.
Let's just kind of invite in here.
Alright. And you guys, would you guys like to do anything before you go to bed?
No, brush my teeth.
Brush my hair.
No, this is a little bit of a rat nest.
And then I'm just gonna brush my hair while humming it.
I'm sorry, are you Cinderella?
Give me a perform check.
Nope, I'm Jasmine, bitch.
I would like your perform check for that.
I'm getting it, no! You suck.
You hear that through the wall.
That's what I sound like, huh?
Right. And Newt heads up to the top deck to keep an eye out. Right.
Oh, how dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, Father, I'm so happy. We will marry each other. What? But Daddy, I don't like him. This is a beautiful marriage. Love has nothing to do with it.
Alright, Lofter is talking to herself in her sleep.
Shut up! No, where are you? Romeo, with Romeo.
Alright, Drusilla and Loftria.
Tell that pussy to be quiet.
I was really hoping you could hear her.
I did!
She's so cute, right?
She's a fucking Clay. Clay was like, I love her. She's so screamy. I'm like,
Perception checks.
I'm sorry.
Perception checks.
Oh. All of us?
Both of you.
I perceive this nut.
What is Newt's perception?
What?
I found a spider.
Oh my god. I thought you said squirter. And I was like, damn, son.
Your
If it was that easy to find one of those, man, I was having a lockdown.
Everything was so easy, Molly.
I mean, I wish.
What now, God? What do we see? Okay, what does Drusilla see? Because she's the only one who sees shit.
Alright, Drusilla. You hear scratching on the door to the mess room.
I think I will leave this for another day.
I'm kidding.
I was hoping you weren't, because this is going to be fun.
Oh, please don't kid. I wanna know where you go.
What? What was that you cut out?
I'm sorry. Please don't be kidding. I wanna know where he goes with this.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, this is my room. Well, that sounds very suspicious, but I am tired and I don't want to deal with it. So, good night, strange, mysterious, scratching noise.
That's for walking away. That's your prompt to speak.
God.
You don't tell me what to do. Alright. You said you go back to sleep? Or do you go to investigate the sound?
Drusilla's going back to sleep.
Alright.
Wow, this is a great podcast.
I know, right? Drusilla,
Yeah?
you hear an angry banging on your door now. It's,
On my door?
yep, you think it's maybe been half an hour since you went back to bed?
Well, that just won't do. Let me see. What is it, you insufferable swine? I am trying to sleep.
I think I need some help, Drusilla. You can use a hand here.
Who's speaking to me?
It sounds like Newt.
Alright. He opens the door.
Right. And Newt stands before you, but he's sort of like one of his arms is almost like elongated and turned into a claw, and there are like deep scar marks in his right arm.
That is problematic. And I, unfortunately, am not qualified to deal with it.
I could really use some help here, Drusilla.
I don't know what you want me to do. I am not a healer.
Good night.
Right. as you turn around, you feel claws raking against your back as skin begins to peel off of Newt's body.
Okay. Laptria, we have trouble. What?
You take 9 damage.
Help.
I'm a little bit groggy. Laptria gets out and she's like, what the fuck? It is late. I need my beauty sleep. I'm saying the most foresighted in years. Probably water. And what? What is going on? I want to know. And I see it.
Yes, you see skin beginning to peel away from Newt's body as he seems to be attacking Drusilla.
Okay, so he doesn't have moderate, so he has severe plaque psoriasis.
Beneath Newt's semi-transparent skin is like a bluer, almost muscular-looking texture to it.
That does not look healthy. You should moisturize more. And then,
Drusilla, give me an intelligence check.
I'm sorry. Okay. Intelligence. I'm very intelligent. I'm not very intelligent, apparently. Even if you're
That's still enough. You
yeah.
seem to remember seeing something that looked similar to what Newt seems to be underneath Newt's skin.
Okay.
You remember that this is what the fake Newt the fake Adrian looked like.
You imposter! You killed our friend!
No, I didn't.
You made him kill himself!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, well, Drusilla is gonna cast Chill Touch, and she's gonna try to grab the arm.
Alright, initiatives.
I wish we did original initiative.
We're going back to original for this one.
Are we done with the other shit?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, God.
Alright.
We'll work on removing all of that from your stuff.
That's my initiative.
I may use it for some boss fights, but for the most part, we're just going to do normal initiative.
Well, that's my initiative.
How do I roll initiative?
It's on your character sheet. It's right next to your armor class and right above your hit points.
Oh, that's where it is. Thank you. I totally forgot. Yay, 24!
Alright, and Laptria, your initiative was 11.
What did Newt get? 10. Aw. Because he doesn't do initiative buttons, like, he and his fucking friends know what to do because they're competent.
What? Oh, that,
Alright, Drusilla, your go.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cast, Chill Touch, and I'm gonna try to grab just the arm.
Alright. Which arm are you trying to grab?
The, arm that's, like, healing and, like, diseased.
Alright. 21 will succeed.
Yeah, 10 damage.
Alright. And it takes 10 damage.
Yay.
Laptria.
Sorry, I'm doing something real quick when I feel fine. Let's see, which one of because I can do much with images. Nope, that's not the one. Okay, where is the one that I use all the time? I can't remember.
Changes. Face the strange
I
changes.
love Shrek. I love Shrek too.
Gracias, but I'm really hungry.
I'm sorry, eat something.
I'm just bad at being a human. Well, I really want to eat ramen, but that would be a bad audio experience.
I mean, I've been eating pasta all night.
No, but this is ramen noodles, where you smoke the dirt and you sling the ding and you suck that cock.
Oh yeah.
Should I leave you in the ramen alone for a minute?
Oh yeah, please.
Oh, excuse moi.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Who is dinging? Who is dinging? Stop dinging.
probably Ryan.
Yeah, let me see if I can mute that. Bingo.
I am going to do listening.
Alright, I'm listening.
Distracting haze with my psychic disruption using 2 cycles.
Alright, what did you say? I wasn't listening.
I'm going
Distracting
to
haze with 2 psi points.
2 side points, so make a fucking int saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Actually, do you get any save against that sort of thing? Surprise attack. Oh. I'm gonna have to correct that in a minute. But you do not get a bonus to int saves. He fails.
He fails. Ha
But, Drusilla, you did take an additional 10 damage when he clawed you the first time.
I thought it was 9.
Yeah,
9.
it was 9, but I just double checked the thing, and he deals extra damage on the first thing he attacks.
What? So does that mean she only gets 1
No, that just means the first attack the doppelganger did dealt more damage than normal.
So 9 plus 10.
9 plus 10.
What the fuck?
I mean, it says right here. If the doppelganger surprises a creature and hits it with an attack in the first round of combat, the target takes an extra 3d6 damage.
Actually, I cannot be surprised while conscious.
That's a good point.
Other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being hidden or surprise you. So I'm just going to take my health back.
Very well.
You have wanted, bitch!
Very well. No creature was.
And he takes 9 points of damage.
Oh boy.
Of, in particular, it's psychic.
Alright. Is that it for you, Loftria?
Yeah.
Alright. Its turn.
I know, right?
That is wunderbar.
I know, right?
Alright.
That's mean. never be real.
I think this is the command I want to enter. It is not, but both of those miss. It swings at Drusilla twice and misses twice.
Hell yeah, boy.
Wait, what's your armor class, Drusilla? Without major.
What?
What's your armor class?
12.
Oh, so he hits once.
Oh, come on. Why is your armor class 12? Because I'm a
Wizards
wizard.
don't wear armor normally. There are ways.
Oh, that's great. Doggo, from TV.
Wow, Drusilla takes an entire 3 damage.
You know, baby. Really? Because if I took any more than like 3 damage, I'd be fucking fucked.
I will Google this on my phone.
How much health do you have altogether? 36. Or my maximum hit points are 36. Right now, I am currently at 25. Okay. Would anybody be real angry at me if I did eat ramen?
As long as you don't, I will tell you if you are making noise, at which point I will expect you to stop.
So tell Mike to make it for you. Alright, proceed to take some ramen. Let's go on a trip. Come on, Loki.
Fruit rolls.
Come on. Double time. I'm a big shot. There's no doubt.
Ah, okay. That's what I
Now don't
wanted
like
to do.
it. Kiss my mouth. Watch me do that. Meter above. Boom, 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 boom. Can't touch me.
Well, no, because you're across the internet.
Haha.
I'd have to surf the entire web to touch you.
That's not okay.
That did not cam out the way I thought it would.
Yeah, dude, that just sounded like sick. So, I hope you're proud of yourself. That's sexy. No, it's not. Nothing's sexy anymore. Sex isn't sexy anymore. Molly. Yeah, sexy is the new sex.
Furby.
You just sit in a room and look sexy together, and then you orgasm. That's what happens. That's what sex is now. God, don't get
But wait, what do you do with the Furbies then?
They watch. Porn is just looking at pictures.
Alrighty. Drusilla, it's your go.
Okay. Here. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna cast False Blank on myself.
Alright.
It gives me extra hit points.
Temporary hit points.
Yeah.
That last a minute.
It still has the...
I'm going to remove that later.
That's okay.
That's a lot of work to go through during the game.
Yeah, let me find...
Which reminds me, Jay. We'll do it after the game.
It's a... What? Oh. Okay, false light. Okay. You gain 1d4 plus 4.
Yep.
Seven. Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Loftria.
Okay, I'm gonna get really, really mean. So I got an idea.
Oh boy.
I know. I just gotta figure out how to can do, you know.
Yep.
It's not this one. I just feel like write this down on a card or something. Oh, it's this one. Oh, I gotta figure out what it is. So how's everyone?
I'm alive.
Sounds fine, right? Okay. So I'm gonna do, using psychic phantoms, I'm particularly going to do phantom foe, which makes him, I'm gonna say this loud because I feel pretty goddamn evil. Which makes, on a failed intelligence saving throw, he perceives a horrid creature adjacent to it until my concentration ends. During the time, he can't take reaction, 1d8 psychic damage at the start of each of its turns.
Oh boy.
And it can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect itself on a success. So, yeah.
That's a fail. So when does he take damage?
It takes 1d8 psychic damage at the start of each of its turns. But it does perceive a horrid creature adjacent to it.
Aha.
Yeah. And, that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Is it my turn?
No, it's Newt's.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Loki, I can hear you from a mile away, home.
You love the.
Why does everybody name their cat Loki?
Well,
My dad named our dog Loki.
my cat is the physical reincarnation of God Loki. That's why.
Alright. It is Newt, quote unquote's turn. Like, yeah! It jumps as it reacts to nothing next to him. And begins clawing away at it.
But it also takes 1d8 damage because
It does.
it's the start of its turn.
This correct.
I already rolled the 1d8 one.
Alright. That did not do what I wanted it to. Alright. So, oh wow.
I know, I'm awesome.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. This one power.
Alright. It seems to strike whatever it was. It seems to react as if it were striking something. Drusilla. Oh, new and save. Well.
Well, time to figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay. Is it my turn? Hello? God?
It is your turn.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna bestow a curse on this bitch. Ah.
They can rue the day that it was.
Sorry, that's what my voice. Yeah. So, yep. He has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw to become cursed.
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Oh boy. What's your wisdom? Okay.
Can he be wise?
Let me see if that works.
I don't think that succeeds.
It doesn't tell me. Oh yeah, my spell saving, right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No.
What spell did you cast? Bestow curse.
Yeah. No, he didn't succeed.
He did not. What curse?
I think we're gonna get him.
You can do one of the ones listed or come up with your own, but I have to okay your own.
Okay. Can I make him shit his pants uncontrollably?
Sure.
That's fun. Good to know. Good to know.
Is that what you want to do?
No. I'm gonna keep that one in the back pocket. Yeah. I'm gonna make it so that he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. No, that's boring. No, I take that one back. He has to. It's the third one. Well, first the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it loses action that turn. I believe. That's the one I choose.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Loftria.
Yes, sir. And by the way, audio for the stream is balls.
Oh, goody.
According to my.
That's good to know. Not sure what I can do about that. Alright, Loftria, you can go while I try and see if I can fix the Molly issue.
Okay. Alright. So this is what I'm doing. I'm tired of being mindful. So I go up to him with sadness in my face and tears almost coming out as I realize I never knew Newt. He was my favorite. never knew him. That is the saddest thing. As my spear in hand, I thrust.
Thank God you missed. I really wanted that to happen because that's hilarious.
God damn it!
Like, you had too much lead up. It was going to miss.
You know what? Shut the fuck up.
At least you didn't roll the nat 1.
I know, right? Oh, I wanted that to work so well. And then she's horrid, afraid, she realized as he moves back so strategically as he knew. And he used her.
Mm. As you do that, Newt turns to you and just gives you a dumb stare. And then it goes to Drusilla's turn.
What about Newt? Did Newt after?
That was Newt's turn.
Oh, did he just go?
Yeah.
Um.
He turned to you with a dumb expression.
Another wisdom save. Well, no, I kind of went out of concentration.
He succeeded the last one. He succeeded the int save. Scroll up, he got a 19 on his int save at the end of his turn.
Okay. I didn't see that in my apologies. You gotta tell me these things.
But yeah, that effect is over.
The others can, okay?
But he is still afflicted by Drusilla's curse, which seems to be muddling his mind.
Yeah, he is.
And it is Drusilla's turn again.
Hell yeah, it is. I've got to keep concentrating. Right?
Repeat that.
I have to keep concentrating.
You can still cast a non-concentration spell or do something else.
Oh, okay.
Concentration just means you can't have more than one going at the same time. More than one concentration effect.
Cool. Oh my god, why am I so bad at this? Okay, I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch again. 13 hit.
13 does not hit.
God damn it.
Super competent round, guys.
Then shut the fuck up.
Nothing happened the past round. Laftria missed, Newt did nothing, and Drusilla missed. Laftria, end the cycle.
Okay, I can only try.
Finish it.
I just want to go at another stab at him, but that's a bad idea.
No, go for it.
You know what? Upset I am. Okay, there it is. Here. Sorry, moving around, almost forgot how to
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
She softly hums to herself, but she just doesn't think about what she's doing.
I had just picked up my mic to whisper into it, roll a 1. You lunge with your spear and it embeds itself into the wall.
Well, my spear's out of this.
Heh.
Just for a bit.
What is your spell save DC, Drusilla?
14.
Alright!
God damn it.
Newt's eyes shoot back into focus on Loftria. Why are you not splitting that up? Alright, what's your AC, Loftria?
14.
One of them hits. One of the strikes hits you. So he digs into you with these cold, airy, like empty feeling claws.
Oh, okay.
Dealing 10 damage to you. Drusilla.
No.
Yo go.
Dude, I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch again. 16, does that hit?
It does hit.
Fuck yeah, boy. 9 damage. How's our bow looking?
Not much like your bow.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, is it my turn?
It is in fact your turn. Remember, your spear is stuck in a wall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that be. Okay, no, not that one. That's a bad idea. Oh, look. Why can't I find the one that I was originally looking for? Okay. I'm gonna do 2 points of side points of distracting pigment. So you gotta do an intelligence save.
Oh boy. Distracting pigment. What's your save DC?
14.
He barely resists.
Wait, if you get the 14 right on, he
Your DC is the lowest you have to roll to succeed.
oh my fuck. Well, then he has to take half as much damage as I roll.
Oh boy.
18 to 10. So technically he has to take 5 or 6. I don't know how you're gonna do it.
Alrighty. Newt's turn again. He stares at you blankly, Loftria, as it goes to Drusilla's turn.
Woohoo! Okay, I want to try out True Strike.
You cast True Strike, and the haze that seems to be over Newt fades away. means that she had to end concentration to cast True Strike.
Oh.
Because True Strike is a concentration spell.
Yeah, he already had broken out of my other spell battle.
Let me double check that. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
he had already broken out of his curse.
Hang on. No, ending the just because he made the save doesn't mean the curse ended. The curse.
What do you mean?
The curse continues as long as you concentrate. Just because he saved so he could act. The saving did not end the effect.
Okay. Can I take that back then?
Yeah,
Thank you.
you would be aware of that.
That's a little confusing. Okay. I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch again.
Alright.
There. Nice. That was good.
That does not hit. Laffy Tria.
Call me by my real name. Oh, I know.
Free Shabakadoo.
Free Shabakadoo! Let's see. What do I want to do? Exactly. Okay. So I'm gonna move a little back. Just a little. Right here.
Wait a second.
Because I don't understand, like, front attack, because it's kind of...
If you move out of his reach, you provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You can move around, just can't go away from.
Dude, get the fuck...
You could take...
Fly.
You could take the disengage action, which lets you move away without provoking, but that is your action.
Yeah, no. Would it be possible if I took my dart and just like shoved it into his neck?
You can use it as an improvised dagger.
Huh?
You could use it as a dagger, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, would that take anything away?
Do you know how to use daggers?
With simple weapons.
Then yes.
Okay.
So...
And just roll up dart like I would have done.
Yeah. It's actually just the same thing.
Okay. What? Okay.
Alright, you miss.
Apparently, I'm that tired.
Apparently
This
just...
is really sad, Mom.
Yeah, we're all off our game today.
I know, right? Newt. Wisdom saving throw. Fails. Drusilla.
Okay. Chill Touch.
Hey, you hit. Hot damn. You do 5 whole damage.
Plus 14.
That was only if you crit.
Only what?
That's only if you crit.
Yeah, the other one was a crit.
Well, fuck that.
Let us see. We call that suit.
Loftria.
Are you just gonna try doing the dart thing again?
Alright.
What the? I just wanna die. There's a lot of emotions going on.
Well, Newt's not gonna do that.
Yeah. There's a lot of emotions going on right now.
Like, we're really all afraid to hurt each other, so it's just a
Clearly.
standoff.
You're afraid to hurt the bracelet.
Yeah, I'm afraid to hurt the bracelet.
Drusilla.
Yo.
Oh.
What? Okay. You want me to end it?
Kill him!
Okay.
Either one. Set us free.
Yeah, let's go with this.
Hey guys, do you know that Critical Error is live? My phone just told me.
I'm so surprised right now. I didn't know
Amazing!
that anyone cared.
What is Drusilla doing?
Bam.
Alright. Wait, really? That is really low for a vampiric touch.
I know. I'm real angry. You're supposed to take 3d6.
Yeah.
You had like a 1 in there.
Yeah.
And
Okay, like I'm gonna call it. Today, we're just getting out all the bad juju.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling, so I'm gonna do
We're
the
getting
dark.
rid of all of our campaign members. We're getting rid of all the bad juju.
Yeah.
Taking the cleanser.
Yeah, I'm
We're
gonna
on
do
a
the dark.
dark one.
I'm gonna do the dark thing.
oh right, as Drusilla hits him with her necrotic touch, Newt bursts into a cloud of stardust that slowly dissipates into the night. The bracelet clatters to the ground, along with anything else he had on him.
What did he have on?
Well, he had that weird sword, but that the changeling wasn't using, the doppelganger.
Is there anything that we could use or sell?
Well, there's the sword. He also had, let me double check. I think he had the shifting clothes.
Do you just want to sell this the next town that we get to?
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
How much gold did he have?
Nope. Character sheet again. Let's see. He had 154 gold, 9 silver, and 9 copper.
Oh yeah.
Alright. He also had the Quicksilver sword, and I believe, forget which item I gave him. Second. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I gave him a pair of gloves.
Fun.
Do you just want to sell this?
No, it wasn't the gloves I gave him. It was just studded leather armor.
Oh yeah, we're selling
That
it.
like that can like
how
change
much
its
that-
appearance to look like any clothes.
Well, the studded leather armor, would Drusilla be able to wear that?
I think she can wear light armor, can't you?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you can wear that.
What would it be an increase to my armor?
What are you wearing currently?
Currently I'm at 12.
That doesn't tell me what you're wearing.
Oh, I am wearing. I don't know. I'm apparently buck naked.
Drusilla, you can't wear light armor. I was asking Loftria.
Oh, me?
Yeah, can you wear light armor?
Yeah, I'm proficient in light armor.
Then you can use this.
What does it do exactly?
It's magic armor that can take the form of whatever clothes you want while providing the same defense.
I'll wear it to look like, I'll take that.
Alright.
No, look, I want it.
I wonder what I can make it look like. Can you give me the stats on that later? Like, put it into my thing?
I'm putting it in your folder now.
Okay. I'm thinking about how I want it to look on. Maybe not
It is in your folder.
like something beautiful.
You're already beautiful.
Probably make it look like my own company still. For now. You know?
Yeah, you want an upgrade, you gotta draw it yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm too busy to do that though. Shit, I need to draw Ash.
You do need to draw Ash. Who is level 2, by the way?
Oh, he's level 2 now?
Yep.
No, I need to make this her. Molly, we both get 77 gold. And how much silver do we have?
Huh? How much?
How much silver do we have?
It was 154 gold, 9 silver, and 9 copper.
Do you mind if I take the silver and copper? Because I have no money.
I got the killing blow.
Fine, if you really want to have that, then you can take 5 of the silver and the copper, and I can take the 4 of the silver and copper.
Works for me. And then how much gold do I get? 77?
Yeah, 77, I already did that number, my apologies.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, well, I finally got the money. Anything else? Like, he has that sword, right?
Yep. He also has, like, a crowbar, like, common clothes and stuff like that. Well,
Let's just put it in a bag and sell it when we get into town.
Yeah, because we still have the bag of holding.
He has it, or you have it?
You have it.
Now I have it?
You have the bag of holding.
I've never had a bag of holding.
You've always had it.
No.
Yeah.
so, you want to know who has the bag of holding? Because it was Hiss. When she was abducted.
No, but we got the new one.
Oh, yeah, you got? That's right, you did get a new one. I don't remember.
Oh, that's right.
And now Loftia has it.
Alright, okay, I never wrote that down, that's why. Yeah, I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Wow.
Hey, I'm still very tired. I'm going to bed.
It is still the middle of the night.
What are we gonna do with this? And she points to the bracelet.
Can we deal with it in the morning?
Well, where are we gonna put it? We can't just leave it there.
Yeah, we can. We can literally just leave it there.
Oh, good point. Okay.
If it grows legs and walks away, we'll be better off for it. I know.
Okay, good night. And I heal. I get a long rest, and I get everything back, motherfucker.
You do.
Alright.
It is now morning.
I guess we're gonna have to get someone new. We can't man a ship with just women. We should find women and then make pirates, and then we could be the pirates.
This is a magical ship that makes sounds in my voice.
Yeah, anything I would just do. I suppose. But I do like your lesbian pirate fantasy.
Lesbian thing.
Everything's a
Only if we do. Alright. We're gonna go through things. No. So what are we gonna do about this bracelet?
put it in the better folder.
We need to figure out how it works, because honestly, that's how we'll find the other people of the royal court.
Yeah, but I'm not putting it.
I'm probably not going to either. I'm sure as hell won't put that fucking thing on me.
Ooh, what if we find some sorry chump to string along with us and we put the bracelet on him?
Very good, I like that idea. Maybe we should find some quick and sell these things and get our gold and do what we need to do. She looks over to the spear. It's still hanging. It's still stuck in the wall. I'm the one in the spear.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, the room is a bit of a mess after the fight last night.
I'm just gonna leave it there. It kind of looks nice there. It's kind of like a decoration.
Yes, we could use it as a cloak hanger.
Or a hanger for your coffee.
Ooh, I like that.
That rhymed!
I'm not even laugh. Why do you laugh like that?
So, do you think I'm gonna find civilization downstairs?
We can all. But that is all we can do.
God.
Wait a second. Micah! Micah, you're in trouble.
What did he do?
God damn it, Micah. Yes.
You want me to get him?
Yes. Tell him I'm the only one who's allowed to make bad jokes.
What did he do? Where's my phone?
His new character. God damn it, Micah. I just looked over and saw that.
Well, can we just get to their characters? I feel bad, but
We're about to get to their characters.
Let's go, bitch, now.
It wasn't supposed to be a long fight.
He's very happy.
I'm sure he fucking is.
I'm really afraid.
He is yelling in jubilation.
Okay, well, can we please get to it?
Alright. You guys sail south and eventually you arrive at an island.
Island.
It's small, but it looks inhabited.
It's what?
It's small, but it seems inhabited, and there is a small ship moored along the island. It does not have the flag of the Dragon King.
Do I recognize this land?
It looks kind of like a merchant ship.
Well, I meant the island in general. Like, I'm asking if I.
You don't really recognize the island.
I don't?
No.
You need to tell me, Ryan, if I recognize it, okay?
Give me an int check.
Me?
Yes. Nope.
Goddamn son.
You do not recognize anything about the island.
Okay.
Hey Ryan, I'm curious.
Yeah.
I reckon.
So, was Newt always the fake Newt? Or did he become the fake Newt because it became plot?
Newt was always the fake Newt.
Oh, I'm really
That's why you had the rash on your foot? Wow.
I do, that's sad.
I never knew the room.
You guys sacrificed the real Newt back in that tomb.
He sacrificed himself.
That's
Okay,
true.
So let's set sail to the let's go to this goddamn island, please.
He's pretty.
Alright. You guys find a small dock that you think you could tie down to.
Or,
Mike, are you eating?
oh, I'm eating.
Okay. Okay, we're docked now?
You are docked on the island.
Okay, cool.
Some of the islanders, some of the dock workers are coming out to like meet you.
Shall we go?
Yes, let's. And I offer her my elbow to take.
I wrap my arm around her elbow. Proceed to go on like a pair of fancy pants.
Hell yeah.
We're going down in
Like,
style.
fancy.
It's like, hello.
We're a couple of fancy bitches.
So fancy, bitch. I am going to find the hottest guy here, and I'm going to give him money. She whispers into Drusilla's ear, I'm going to get all the money this man has. Ooh. So,
I observe.
just
Alright.
to see how my work goes, yes.
Yes. Not to proceed, of course.
Of course not.
Sheer curiosity is my motivation.
Of course. You want to see how straight people have sex.
Mom, I just wish to see you work.
Oh, how sweet of you.
Alright, so as you guys are getting off of the ship, two dock workers approach you. Hold on, we don't need any trouble. What?
Do you want to
Where's
fight?
your captain? Where's your commander?
I'm the captain, and I will fight you.
I tap her elbow, like, calm down, dear. You just do your job.
I am ready to fight anyone that calls me a troublemaker.
Oh, my dear love, do not worry that they're all just wonderful men. We're just doing their job.
That's very cute, little girl. Now go get the scale neck so we can get business taken care of.
Little girl, this is a magnificent beast. She is a powerful empress of courtesan. She could rival the moon for her beauty.
This is starting to get old. Where's your commander?
It is me.
It truly is her, sir.
He points up to the flag. You don't look like a member of the king's army.
Oh, no, the ship is on loan.
Give me a deception check.
It's true!
Not entirely.
Yeah, you kinda like killed him.
Hell yeah, 18, bitch.
Alright, that's a new one, but I don't particularly care. Let me get you tied down. It's a $50 gold docking fee.
That is an outrageous amount, and I will
Hold on. I got something good.
That's also an outrageously sized ship you got there. 50 gold.
Give me a second.
One Mississippi?
Shut up.
Ryan, I absolutely despise when you do that in my meetings.
Fine.
Thank you.
I use Mystic Charm. On the guy who's trying to, rob us.
I mean, seriously, 50 gold, that's a lot of money.
Minus one.
He's not a great looking person. It seems like people aren't his thing.
Oh, because he's not good looking.
No, but it also doesn't help.
Yeah. Oh, we've gone all this way. We've just come here just to rest for a few days. And there's like, you can understand how tiny and troubling that could be, especially for us two. Please, I know you're doing your job, but can't you let us be here for free?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, because charmed.
Yeah.
Alright. What's in it for me?
What is it that you show him your tits? She's hot. No, I'm not gonna do it. Make yourself more busty and showing more cleavage. Why am I doing this? But yeah, that's what she's doing.
Alright. Here's where I live. I'll let you guys more here for 15 gold if you stop by tonight. Got a job for you. Yes.
It is a deal. Thank you, my good sir. Pay the good man. Oh, and just PayPal me later. Your tits have done their job. Be proud. Thank you. Now I have this paper with his address, and I just gotta go there. It was a day's work. But we were able to save quite a bit of gold. Did we find something? True. So do you want me to give you my PayPal now or later? I'm sorry, fantasy PayPal. Do you want my fantasy PayPal now or later? Sweetheart, I saved you 35. I think you can be able to let go of the other 50. I allow you to reside on my ship. Oh dear, don't be greedy. Otherwise, I'm going to just throw you in jail if I ask. I'm thinking you'll take ass with me, bitch. How do you not want to throw hands with me? I'm from town. It's more like a patron service. Think of me as your lady goddess. And she just walks away back into town. Nah. Molly, I don't have that much gold. What do you mean you don't have that much gold? I had nothing. Yeah, and we got, what's half of 15? 7? Just give me like, no, I'm kidding.
Alright. Agna and Son of Moog. Give me perception checks.
Wait, what?
Drake and Micah.
Oh, Micah is away from his computer. You're gonna have to wait about a second.
Perception checks, that's wisdom, right?
It is.
Okay.
That's a perceptive bitch.
Micah is not away from the computer, so you give him a sec. So, I don't need physical dice for this, do I, huh?
No.
Computer's great. Also,
Truly.
Ryan, that was just for you, since they can't see it.
I'm looking forward to it, and then killing you.
The link to this page just fucking hates my guts. It just really doesn't like the work.
Change your name, Micah, on your thing in the bottom.
Oh, yeah. You're not supposed to know who my character is.
It does put your name at the bottom of the roll card.
Ah, well, shit. Oh well. Let's just say I didn't see shit, Ryan. I didn't know shit happened. Ryan, they wouldn't have noticed if you didn't bring attention to it. Unless, wait, my roll better than my passive. Does that mean anything?
I have no idea what you said.
If I roll better than my
Your passive perception is 10 plus your perception modifier. So just roll a d20 plus that.
Plus is passive.
I can't actually roll a score lower than my passive perception.
You can.
Yeah. I have the passive perception of 14, I just rolled a 13.
Drake, your audio is absolutely atrocious.
I know, it's...
It is, you, is your mic, or
Okay.
what are you using? What are you using?
We will suffer together.
I can try to improve this. Give me a moment.
That is already much better. That right there. Whatever you just did.
Probably a physical improvement. But how do I use this system to roll in here? By the way, I rolled like a 6 or a 5. So I don't know.
You can pull off your character sheet and you can just highlight and just click over the words of what you're trying to roll if you want. Or in the text box, what you can do is you can do /R space and then 1d20 and then plus your modifier.
that. Alright.
Stout part?
Morg, son of Moog.
Um,
You...
I
He...
think Micah is in the kitchen. Let me go get him.
I'm not in the kitchen, I'm right here.
Molly,
Yeah?
do you have them muted? Because I can hear Micah.
Yeah. Micah, you hear some people shouting at the docks. For context, you're basically working on a ship, like a merchant ship, as like extra labor.
Right.
And they moored here a couple of hours ago. It was a merchant and his son.
So then I am a sailor.
I don't know what you said.
I am a sailor? Yes, I know. Very funny. That's
hilarious.
that's why I'm on that background.
His last name is Sailor.
Yeah.
Yes. I've made this joke before.
We have all made this joke before.
Okay, Ryan, I'll have to. For my companion that I have, because of my class, I had to roll him up in like a Google Docs thing, so I don't think I can do the rolls in this system right now, because I don't really know how to do a companion with the system at the moment. I can transfer him over.
I can give you a sheet for it later. For the time being, just type in the roll command into chat for the thing. And I put in quotes what you type in to do a roll through the chat.
I put in, what did you say? You put in quotes.
I put quotes around what you type into chat to do a roll. So you can use that to roll for your companion for now.
Also, for some strange reason, my internet has just went in and screwed over Roll.20. So,
Check and make sure that you're on Trace Corny Amiga's 5G.
This is Trace Morning Amigos.
Yeah, boy!
Not sure if that applies to Micah, really.
Oh, he is the horniest of us.
No, Molly.
He's the only one with the horn.
okay, yeah, I just did that for a second, sorry.
Molly, you're the horniest. I'm the whore.
Alright, so what did you say? Well, Roll.20
You're
standard.
the horniest lesbian.
Fine.
Micah is the horniest amigo.
Anyway, Micah, you hear people shouting from the dock.
Cool.
barbarian. Be barbarian.
Bitch, barbarian doesn't mean stupid.
No. Get angry.
There's voices on the dog.
The system.
It might have sounded like him a fight going on, so that's where he's going to see if there's a fight, so he can get in it, you know?
Who you fighting?
You stereotyping me? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Yes.
Just continue, please.
Yes, get on with it. Yes, let's.
Get on with it. We're the one you're waiting on.
I said I'm gonna go check it out.
Alright, you approach as two women seem to be walking away from the dock.
Alright.
Sort of bickering to themselves.
No, I told you.
Bickering. It is playful flirting.
I told you again and again. I am like the ship's patron goddess of love. Or so, get the fuck off, fly.
And suddenly one.
I scream like 3 times.
I just imagine like Loftrip like on a pinhead, whipping her attitude. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, there wasn't really any break in between character there, so.
So as I was saying, sounds more like I saved you some money and kind of owe me 35 gold in credit, if anything. Besides, it wasn't that good looking. I made an exception.
The purpose is only in your dreams, my love.
Yeah, they seem like way too much maintenance. I'm just gonna move along.
That's homophobic.
Anything that should be higher.
Anything about your sexuality? It had nothing to do with it. You two talking just like fucking
Rude.
rude. Bitch, you called me born all day yesterday.
I did. Because you get water with every meal.
It's healthy. We're moving on. We're moving on. Make this fucking health decisions.
I tapped Drusilla's arm. It's alright, sweetie. At least we saved ourselves.
Right, and Drusilla and Loftria, you see a large figure approaching you. Micah, why don't you describe your character?
Yeah.
And be careful what you say before I punch you.
Wait, what was that, Brian?
You said be careful what I say before he punches me.
Okay.
No, Ryan, don't worry, Ryan. That's just he's just the inspiration for the character. My character is a large half-orc with what would you say? Like he's like what, 6'5"?
That's about average.
Ours big.
Probably.
Okay.
Camera angle really goes down below the list.
What are you talking about?
It's an inside joke, sweetheart.
Do not sweetheart me. Bitch, I will walk down this hallway and go and backhand you.
Get it on camera!
Sorry, Micah, continue on with your character description.
Right. Before I was rudely interrupted, he's about 6'5", kind of bulkier on build, and it's kind of, Ryan, they have like jagged teeth, right? Half-orcs.
They have what?
They have like more jagged teeth than backwards humanoids, right?
It's not like it's not like constant. Some of them have more human teeth, some of them have more orcish teeth, some of them have tusks.
Well, I'm gonna say he has more orcish teeth than.
Yeah, they don't really have a dental plan in Middle Earth.
Yeah. So.
Thank you, I'll be here for all week.
Unfortunately. Wow. Oh shit.
Bitch is getting into character.
I am, and it's being ruined, but I am so sad.
Anything more like hair color, hairstyle, what he's wearing?
Brown hairstyle, hairstyle is kind of like messy, a little wild, but it's a piece restrained somewhat into like it's pulled back a bit, and all the excess has been wrapped up nicely.
What's your skin color?
Like a sort of like a grayish brown, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Sure. Whatever. But yeah. And he's big, he's bulky, and he's walking your way.
Interact.
I notice him.
I mean, it's hard not to.
I said you two both notice him.
Can we help you?
No, I just heard you were thinking about something. Is there anything that's a problem here?
Nothing that we couldn't handle ourselves, thank you.
Well, then I'll be on my way then. Gonna walk right past that fucking.
That was odd.
You don't see many of that kind around these parts, I guess. I don't really know what's around these parts other than Dragon Ball.
I've never seen a half-orc or an orc or an everlock.
I had a very good friend that was half-orc once. They're dead.
Well, it's interesting to see that he's here. I wonder what more. Continue on, and I would like to go to a bar, please.
Alright, where are you guys headed? So, Morg, where are you headed? And ladies, where are you headed?
I'm heading to the bar, of course.
Alright.
And Will's not gonna go.
Do you think we should go sell these things and then go to the bar?
Yes, I think that would be the best bet is to never haggle sober. Oh wait, never haggle drunk. Yes.
That'll be what we're doing then.
Alright. We'll do Loftria and Drusilla. You guys are headed towards, I suppose, the center of town?
Yes, like if that's where the merchant district is, to where we can...
It's a small town. There's not really a district.
Okay, well, wherever we can sell our things, we're gonna do.
Alright. Arrive at the center. You arrive near the center of town, and you see some people's, you see, shop signs.
Alright.
See
We'll go to...
blacksmith, general store.
Yeah.
I think the blacksmith would take the sword. We at least materials.
Oh, that's true. We can do that. Let's do that.
If not,
No way, we can sell it. You know what, not Micah, Ryan?
Yeah. I'm insulted now.
Ryan, can we just sell everything to each store that we need to?
I will tell you that the blacksmith will not take the Quicksilver blade.
Okay.
I can't work with that. That's way out of my league.
Ask the blacksmith if he has a spear, a good spear that I might buy.
I'm not allowed to sell weapons, but if you really need something, here's a pitchfork. You could use as a trident.
sexy.
So he gives me it, or he shows?
Well, he shows it to you and offers to sell it. You could use this as a spear, I guess.
I'm not a god of the ocean. You don't know what that is, but it's an ocean that has a lot of water. So I'll pass.
I do not know what the ocean is either, since it's always the...
Hey, Micah, you don't know shit about my character. I don't assume your character. So I'm gonna pass on that, please, and sell everything else. Try to sell it, at least.
Okay.
Right, so you guys walk into the general store to sell what the blacksmith wouldn't take. As
I
you
also
walk,
have 3 pelts I'd like to get.
as you walk in, you see a gnome speaking with the shop owner.
A gnome?
Yes, gnome. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Like, of the garden variety?
Of the sentient variety.
Molly is just like a D&D racist.
Everybody's racist against gnomes. It's in my circles. It's always been the gnome.
Okay, who's the merchant that I'm talking to right now, though?
You're speaking with the general store owner, trying to get some like supplies to continue your trip.
Okay.
You and your father are on a trading expedition, trying to sell valuables.
Okay. So, wait, they said you don't have any instant supplies? I mean, like, we're definitely going to need those for this trip. You know how the roads are and all that. 2 weeks provisions,
As you're talking, two women walk into the store.
Oh, a garden gnome. I have not seen that one outside of the lawns.
Hey, Drake.
Yeah.
Would you mind describing your character to us?
My character is 3'3", a short, like, red hair that, like, doesn't really, that barely comes past the ear. Yellow veil, like, you know, gnome size, with leather gloves, and I imagine, like, leather boots, both of which kind of, like, look like they're worn. She has a pair of goggles, like, on her forehead.
And this is a female?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that.
And what is your familiar again, just for my sake?
My familiar, which I'm assuming isn't around or in the town right now. You know what? No. When they see it, they'll see it.
I, as the DM, would like to know what it is, though.
Okay. My familiar is a.
Like, you could text it to me if you want to keep it a surprise.
/W.
Or just text it to me.
Or that. Yes. Over Discord?
Yeah.
Discord or whatever.
Yeah, just do it directly. But anyway, back to me talking to the person. My mouth, by the way.
Oh, wait, Drake, what is your, like, skin tone?
No, just kind of usually like the basic, like, tannish color. Like,
I don't know. Any color.
kind of mine, like, kind of like olive tannish, I would say.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I've been out in the sun, so it'll be about that. And the guy was talking to, can I ask what race he is? Is like everybody here a dragonborn pretty much? Or?
Most of the people here seem to be like human or elf, couple halflings. There are a couple of dragonborn, but they stay like separate from the general population.
Okay. Who am I talking to right now? Merchant, yeah, who is he?
He is an elf.
He's an elf, okay.
Well, elf-looking. He has some human traits to him.
After I ordered that stuff, I look at him and I say, you know, I don't sell stuff that's at a general store, so would you know where I could go to get any kind of straps, valves, stuff like that? And he makes well, there's something.
Have you tried the blacksmith?
Blacksmith. You think you're talking about the man of engineering exactly, or you know?
I really think the blacksmith's what you're looking for. He's right across the town square.
Thank you very much. Do they have the stuff, or should I expect it to be mailed or like sent to the ship? So I imagine they're not for the ship, right?
What did you say? I didn't make out that last part.
Actually, I was saying, should I expect this stuff? Do we have to like deliver it to the ship?
Yeah, that'll be an extra fee though.
That's fine. No, I don't carry it on myself. She just kind of gestures to herself as indicating her stature.
I would like to just say that Drusilla and I watching this film, and they're just, I left her personally, it's just like, what?
I know, no, that's exactly what Drusilla's thinking. She's just
We're
like,
just like standing off to the side, just watching like, what's happening?
Drusilla's just like, I haven't seen one of those since they were in the lawn bowling tournament. My grandmother used to lawn bowl.
Also, Drake, remind me, does your character, like, do you just passively see magic, or do you have to, like, cast that?
I don't think I passively see magic. I think I just have the ability to like identify things magic. Like I think I have to actually like tinker with it.
Okay.
I have well the notes on my temperatures lore, which just gives me a bonus to like double proficiency bonus to identify magic items.
Okay.
I don't passively see it.
You do notice that as these two come in, they're clearly much cleaner than the rest of the townsfolk, and some of their items do seem to have like a magic aura. Like, you can identify that some of these things, like some of the things they carry are definitely magical, which is not something you would expect to encounter in a village like this.
I cock an eyebrow. As I'm walking away, I kind of stop and I cock an eyebrow and like tilt my head quizzically and look up and down. You glad I'm out of town too?
How did you expect that?
Drusilla just has a look on her face that's just like, so cute!
Bonnie? Calling this man?
Quietus?
I'm getting cancer.
Quietus?
Well, usually I see people back to the kind of people you are just rolling through town.
Wait, could you say that again, Drake?
I said, well, usually I don't see people back to the kind of people you are just strolling through town.
Paki? What do you mean by that?
I think she is calling us hot.
Ooh.
Can I physically see like the magical items on them?
Well, I mean, yeah, they're wearing some of them, so.
Can I see if
Like, you don't.
I don't know her name yet. Can I see that she probably has a spell book on her?
Drusilla's the wizard.
Drusilla's the wizard, and probably not, unless Drusilla, like, has a slate, like, carries it around in the open.
Yeah, it's kind of like on a holster on the outside of her skirt. So yeah.
So it's like a satchel bag sort of thing?
More like, you know, like a gun holster?
Okay.
Like that, but like a
Yeah, I kind of have an idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you have enough knowledge Arcana to know what that is, or would it be pretty obvious?
You can if you want.
Yeah, to your side in a way that it doesn't look like it's any kind of thunder cannon. That is a book. From that, I'm betting that you, some kind of magician, wizard probably, don't think with the sorcerer type.
I am of the witchy persuasion, and I admire and respect your skills of deduction. And you are pretty hot yourself.
You might call her Sherlock, no.
Disgusting. Disgusting. I'm leaving.
Your characters say that, and if so, does it make sense in this universe?
Why you gotta be like that?
Accent going, so no.
Jossie. Jossie.
You can't play me like that.
I'm sorry.
Never change.
I look at what is her name, this gnome ahead of me, and I squint my eyes a little and tilt my head, thinking, how did you know that? Or just saying out loud, how did you know that?
Well, like Frank said, skill of deduction. It's not like I don't know any magic myself. Not as much as you guys do. I just have a little here and there, but when it comes to items and things of, I say through team artifices, you could say that I have some experience under my belt.
You're quite the inquisitive one, aren't you?
Well, yes, I am a gnome. She got a cheeky grin on her face when she says that.
I look over to Gisela and then back to the gnome. Say, I like you. May I have your name?
Name's Agnes, actually going through here with my pops on a train expedition. Stop by school, also for some parts for a thing that I'm working on. Work in progress, but I like where it's at the moment.
You're on train?
Will you be in town long?
Yes, it depends on the old man, but could be. It's a couple of nights, I assume.
What exactly is
Long
on
enough
train?
to get a drink.
Well, we typically work with the, not sure if you're familiar with them, the Outlook. We're in dwarves. You haven't seen any dwarves around here, though, interestingly enough, but we're selling our wares, kind of foreign novelties around these parts, it almost seems. But we make profit, we keep a lion's share of it, but then we go back and we also spend it with the rest of the guild, and, well, like I said, it kind of sounds like a novelty around here. Doesn't seem to be any dwarven craftsmanship, interestingly enough.
Yeah, that would seem to be the case. Well, since you will be in town, at least tonight, maybe we could get together for a drink.
Wait.
You go up and down. You know, perhaps we could. Seems like some interesting folk. I'd love to hear about. I'd love to talk some shop with you.
I would enjoy that as well.
Rothria looks at Agna and just thinks to herself for a while and then says, do I know you?
You do not.
Perhaps I'm gonna put the finger at you. Wait. Not yet, but I think we're working on it.
No, there's something wrong to it. Can't say what.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't really answer you if you asked that specifically. I don't think I remember you, but I've seen a lot of faces around here. New territory? Almost anybody I've seen said new.
Well, there can only be so much new territory that running into someone you know.
Fair point, fair point.
Yes, maybe there is time to conquer the new territory.
You and your conquering, honestly.
Can I
She's young in body, but she's seen some shit. Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to sell our wares?
Right. What are you trying to sell to the general store, man?
The sword, whatever the blacksmith didn't take.
Alright. As you pull out the sword, you catch Agnes' attention.
You certainly do. I was about to say that myself, Ryan. You want me to roll a knowledge arcana?
You can.
Okay, I double my proficiency bonus for that, which is going to leave me at about a +9, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Oh, fucking, I dropped that dice. Actually, I'll just go here, and I'll remember that. Wait, no, I should actually have that in. Knowledge. How did I roll? 22 total.
No, 14.
14.
Was it 14, but then what's the 22 to the side?
The 22 is if you have advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah. 22 you would take if you had advantage.
Do I have all this stuff?
You would not. But yeah.
Is that the total or the okay, yeah, I went 6 and it ended up being a 14. Okay, yeah.
You have a +6, so yeah, you got a 14. So what do you want to know about the sword?
Are there any immediate magical properties to it that I can distinguish?
It seems to be made of mercury. So that it seems like a pretty powerful magic item. You're not sure exactly what all it can do, but it's definitely something valuable. Miss, I don't think I could pay you enough for sword that nice. Have you tried the blacksmith?
I'm talking what I assume is like one of your robes or something, so that's probably as high as I can reach. You know, let me have a look at that, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright, just don't go running off with it.
I probably want to be able to run fast enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to use magic item analysis on it.
Alright.
I can cast that as a ritual.
Yep.
And with fighting material components.
Correct. So, this item is called the Mercury Blade. It is a +2 magic weapon that can take the form of any weapon the wielder wants. It is also treated as a finesse weapon, regardless of form.
Is this like legendary quality?
This is not legendary quality, but it is a rare item. It's a very rare item. If you want like the classification.
Yeah.
It is something your father would be very interested in buying.
I'm staring at this thing like pretty wide-eyed right now. And then I look back.
Like your eyes are glistening almost as much as the sword is.
I just look back up to them. Where exactly did you find this?
It was a friend. He's dead now.
I like how you decided that
Or bastard, right?
he's dead.
Do you know this exactly?
No.
Well, I can give you a rundown if you want.
Oh,
But I can't tell you. We'd probably be interested to buy it off you. I know for certain I would.
Would you pay handsomely for it?
Well, me myself, what I have in pocket, couldn't afford it. You go back to the ship, to the talk shop.
What kind of trades did you do, you and your father?
Magical items, stuff crafted out. I can also make stuff. Like I said, Artificer can craft some magical stuff here and there.
I think we might pay a visit to your ship maybe early tomorrow.
That sounds good. That sounds good. We don't have to go drinks later?
Oh, definitely.
Very much so. I'll just meet at the tavern around sundown.
Very well. By the way, what that sword does, changes shape. Made of Mercury, too.
Oh, so that's why he always changed the way he did it. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be seeing you guys later then.
Most definitely.
I'll go on my way back to my ship to tell my father about the find, and also to see the stuff that I already got delivered.
Yeah. Alright. What's everyone else doing? Dilf, you're at the bar.
Yes. I'm going to go pee real quick.
Actually, I have to pee too.
Alright, you know, we're probably gonna wrap up soon anyway.
Oh, come on.
I mean, if you guys want to keep going, we can.
Well, let's end this. I can hold in my pee. Let's end this night, and then we'll be done with it. But let's do the whole bar thing.
Okay.
Alright, so where do you two go?
Well,
I'm guessing we're gonna do like a little time skip. And then
yeah, well, for me, I'm gonna go to that guy's house. Like, we're gonna have to do this now. I made plans.
Oh, okay, I'll tag along.
My friend is here to watch us, if you don't mind with that. She's only mindlessly watching. She's quite interested in how everything went down. Such a young teen.
I enjoy learning. That's true.
So,
I mean,
do you want to do this now? I'm planning on.
Sure, your friend can help if she wants to.
Of course.
Really could have just left the sky high and dry.
Well, you think
Unless you have performance anxiety.
Well, if you want to know what the work is, there's a pile of wood behind my shed. I need you to chop it up and put it next to the house.
I fucking knew it. I didn't even see this coming.
Come on. He would have totally, Ryan as a DM, would have totally said exactly what you were thinking if he meant that. Of course he had. It was, thank you, Ryan. That was wonderful.
So, Ryan, what you basically did is that you made me think it was for sex, but really it's for chopping.
Yeah.
It's manual labor.
It's
Yeah.
classic.
He's paying you for a night of the manual labor.
He's-
Different kind of woodworking.
Different kind of physical labor, but
Galactica just looks down and whispers to herself, I really need to counting.
You can go to Pound Town some other time.
Yeah, I'm a little pent up. Remember, I used to be hunting dragonborns.
hey, stop chit-chatting and get to work. He sits down in a chair, seems to be drinking an ale.
She sighs and does it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down next to him. I said I was gonna watch. I only agreed to watch. Remember that, sweetie.
Yes, I know. And I do it. So do you roll anything?
Give me a constitution check. I need an endurance check here. Hey! You are...
You just grinded through that wood.
Not sweating a fucking inch. I'm not sweating. I smell good.
Well, you finish up pretty quickly.
Can I ask you what dialect that is?
Huh?
As in not sweating an inch, can I ask you what dialect that is?
Sure. But I'm looking good, and I'm good, okay? I do this flawlessly. I'm fucking good.
She needs a cubic square inch where it's measured in volume.
I would hope yes. Well, no, cubic square inch is what that much pretty easily.
I mean, yeah, let's just go to the bar.
Alright, you guys head to the bar. It's around 11 at night, probably. You'd wager.
Alright.
You see the half-orc Dilf at the bar.
What? No, just bad, right?
Did you just call him a dill?
Yeah.
I did.
He's a dick?
No,
That is his name. That is what he told me his character's name was.
that is not his name. Look at it again.
I did. It's Dilf.
There's a, the L is before the I, Ryan. You're misinterpreting it.
Dude,
Wait, I can't see this.
favorite comic.
Well, Roll20 is not responding, so I'm sticking with Dilf.
You fucker. You know it's not Dill.
I know it is Dilf.
I did roll a 15 for him, so it's like...
Gilbert was my favorite
I'm
comic.
still gonna go by more.
I loved Gilbert.
Gilbert was good. Gilbert was good.
Yeah, Roll.
I remember in Wayne after I met with my dad was talking about the flying and, you know, getting like fucking provisions.
Wait, quickly, before we have to wrap up the game. So, what did you say, Ryan? Or,
I said Roll20's not responding, so what are you guys doing in the bar?
I grab a drink, and I go walking around.
Hey, you need to pay for that.
Huh?
You said you grabbed a drink. The bartender's yelling at you to pay for it.
Oh, you're so stinky. Gives him, how much is it?
That'll be 2 copper.
Well, yeah, I give it to him. And I do what I said I was gonna do. If you got that message, fucker.
Alright. Give me an investigation check.
I was gonna say, like, the bar, crap, no, it was almost
Are you
ran.
fucking kidding me?
She got a 6.
I don't see it. Oh, that's right, because Roll20 crashed.
No, I didn't get a 6. I'm rolling it out.
You guys are gonna have to tell me what is being rolled because Roll20 is not responding.
Yeah, she got a 6.
I did get a 6.
Alright, what were you asking around about?
Asking exactly, like, hey, have you seen someone who has the same earrings as I do?
Oh yeah, that.
Shows the earring.
The general consensus is a no.
Okay, Ryan, can I roll perception to see if to see if I can detect on that?
What?
They walked into the bar, right? Oh no, wait, she wasn't the never mind.
They walk into the bar, you were already there.
Yes, I know, I just wanted to know if, like, two events is still there.
If who is still there?
Drake's character.
I imagine I'm not there yet.
Alright.
Either that or you, it's late, so you may have just gone to bed on the ship.
No, I did have plans to meet them at the bar.
Okay.
And I do intend to keep those.
Let's say you walk in now after Loftree has been talking to people for a bit.
Okay, I walk in, I have like black around my eyes, like my goggles on, I pull them
bartender is a full orc, it looks like, which is not something you see very often.
I looked him up and down, and
What are you looking at?
I asked him, okay, now, what is a guy your size like here? What is a guy like your size get from here when he wants to get plastered?
You see a grin just move across his face. You wanna have a good night?
I would have it, I do not remember in the morning.
He pulls out a thimble-sized cup.
Yes.
Pulls out an even smaller vial and pours out a shining blue liquid until it fills the thimble.
Come on with this shit again.
That'll be 1 gold.
I look at it, I look back at him, I look at it again, and I just smile. Liquor before beer. I got it back.
Cool.
Do you take the shot?
I do.
I need a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
This is what you get when you get a gnome raised by dwarves, people.
No, you don't know what you just drank.
I've been doing an adventure with all of the stomach for alcohol.
Yes.
Okay. Wisdom save. Okay,
Yes,
what?
just that.
Actually, okay, I put the second third part. Yes.
Yes.
You're gonna have to tell me what you roll.
You rolled a 12 for the wisdom save.
And 18 for a constitution save.
You said 8 or 18?
18.
Okay. So, the second the drink goes down your throat, you're surrounded by geometric shapes. And one by one, eyes appear within these shapes. You look down, you find yourself standing on a giant spinning gear.
Gear?
A gear. You see thousands of shapes flying around, triangles, squares, pentagons, hexagons. Then you look up, and amidst all of the sprockets, all of the valves, all of the gears, all of the drives, you see one perfect circle, the most perfect circle you've ever seen. And there's an eye beckoning to you. Beckoning.
Does it want me to poke?
You feel drawn to it. You feel as if it's calling to you.
Do I have the ability to move closer to it? Because I'm standing on a gear.
You can try.
I try to take a step forward on the gear. Does it move with me, or?
As you step to try and move, triangles start to place themselves beneath you as if to build a staircase, carrying you to this eye.
I start walking towards it. And as I'm walking, I say, hello? Is it sentient? Does the eye blink?
The eye does not seem to react, but you feel as if it responds, asking you to come closer.
I run my hand through my hair. Okay, I'm probably hallucinating, but it's going to be something magical as well. What do I have to lose to make a fool of myself in a bar? I just see keep walking towards the eye.
Right, you stop about a foot away from it after what feels like only an instant. Then you stare into it. You see a reflection of yourself cast into gears and mechatronics.
Can I make anything out in the gears and the mechatronics? Like, as an artificer, am I seeing anything like in particular?
You cannot comprehend the function of what you see. You just see yourself in, like, made of gadgets. Then you peer more closely, and you see armies of shapes in perfectly organized phalanxes. They do perfect routines, and they seem to be aligning themselves before a lever. They're just slowly lining up before a gigantic lever. They're not doing anything. They're just holding for. They're just slowly building a formed army.
Can I interact with them at all, or keep doing it?
This is. They do not seem to be within reach. It seems off in the distance, and the more of these figures that appear and go into line, the further away it seems to get.
I'm talking to the eye again. I can't. I'm not smart enough. What am I looking at?
It gets further and further away. As you notice, the phalanxes are forming a triangle. And as you are drawn away from, and then the triangles you are standing on draw you away from the eye. But the triangular phalanx does not seem to move. It stays within vision where it was until there is a large, immense, unimaginably large triangle peaked by this perfect eye. You wake up the next morning.
Do I remember the experience?
You remember as much as you want to.
Just hallucination, triangles, strong shape.
You're in a bed. You don't know which bed. You don't know how you got here. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Is this pretty much how we got into our fucking ship?
We will discuss that next time. We will go over what happened during his trip.
Yeah, that was certainly a trip. That's how I would describe that.
I'm still upset I didn't find any information.
Alright. This has been Critical Error Plays D&D.
You guys did it before last night. We can get back to that.
Let's find out.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.